do you know about the queer legacy of Josephine Baker? Hello, I'm Ben Peachy, award-winning author, presenter, educator, and consultant, back with another episode of Queer History Lessons. Let's head back to 1925, to when Josephine Baker left the US and headed to Paris, capitalizing on the freedoms she was afforded in Europe, reaching a superstardom like never before and becoming one of the highest paid and most photographed women in Europe. The term bisexual was not widely used in the early 20th century, but this is how we think Baker would have described herself. Married twice, by 1921, she became a lady lover to blues singer Clara Smith, who was the star of Black Vaudeville. By the time Baker was in France, she openly showed the world who she was, which was seen as hedonistic and raunchy, but now maybe we'd just see a successful queer woman. In her Paris review, Baker won over French audiences and turned sexual stereotypes on their head. In 1930, she performed the song J'ai deux amours, or I Have Two Loves, referring to Paris and America. But for some, this represented Baker's queerness. Now, we can only suggest because we can't go back and ask her. Baker was rumoured to have lovers of all genders, such as the French author Colette, the architect Le Corbusier, and the artist Frida Kahlo. In World War II, she became a spy for France and was an informer and courier. She even sent secret notes to London in invisible ink on her sheet music. In her later life, she returned to the US to help the civil rights movement, speaking at the March on Washington in 1963 and continually refusing to perform in venues that refused to allow non-segregated audiences. Josephine Baker's queer legacy is vital in the movement of 20th century culture. As a war hero, trailblazing queer icon, and genre-defying diva, she must be remembered as part of our queer legacy, which is why I ask,